Lord, as the light of morning gently breaks through the stillness of night, I welcome this new day wrapped in your grace. I open my eyes, not by my own strength, but because of your mercy. I breathe in the coolness of dawn, knowing that every breath is a gift from you. Before the noise of the world rushes in, I pause and acknowledge your presence here with me. This day, this very moment, is not random. It is chosen. It is sacred. It is another opportunity to walk in step with you, to live in the rhythm of your love, and to be shaped by your spirit. I don't know what this day holds, but I know who holds me, and that alone is enough. Thank you for the soft miracle of waking up, for the gentle reminder that your grace is new every morning, and for the quiet promise that you are already ahead of me in this day. I enter into today not with fear, but with faith. Not with burdens, but with blessings. Because you are here, I begin this day not in striving, but in surrender, trusting that your grace will carry me through every hour. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up today. Before I move, before I speak, before I do anything at all, I pause and say, with all sincerity, thank you. I thank you for the miracle of another sunrise, for the quiet unfolding of time, and for the unseen grace that carried me through the night. I did not earn this morning. I did not create this breath. It was you, and only you, who chose to give me this gift again. You held me in the stillness while I slept, and now you call me gently into the light of a new day. Thank you for life itself, for the beating of my heart, for the rhythm of my lungs, for the clarity of thought, and for the awareness that I am alive because you are still working in me and through me. Thank you for the sacredness of this moment, for the holiness of now. Every morning is a reminder that your mercies are not only new, they are intentional, they are personal, they are proof that you are not finished with me. I thank you for the roof above me, the clothes I wear, the food I may eat today, and the people I may encounter. Even the ordinary things are evidence of your extraordinary love. Help me to never take them for granted. I don't want to rush past the blessings that seem small, because I know that in your hands, nothing is small. Every detail is touched by your kindness, and every provision whispers of your goodness. Thank you, Lord, for giving me another chance today. A chance to love better, to forgive deeper, to walk more humbly, to speak more gently, to live more intentionally. Yesterday may have held mistakes, regrets, or failures, but today is clean. Today is full of grace. And that is not because I deserve it, it's because you delight in mercy. You don't wait for me to be perfect to bless me. You bless me because you are perfect in love. Thank you for being patient with me. Even when I fall short, even when I doubt, even when I wander in thought or in action, you remain constant. Your faithfulness is my anchor. Your love is my stability. Your presence is my peace. I thank you not only for what you give, but for who you are, for being a father who never leaves, a savior who never fails, a friend who never grows tired of hearing my heart. Thank you for the unseen grace I may never recognize, the accidents that didn't happen, the dangers I was protected from, the silent battles you fought on my behalf. Thank you for angels that watch over me, for your spirit that gently convicts and guides me, for the word that nourishes my soul, and for the hope that nothing in this world can steal. Thank you, Lord, for not just adding another day to my life, but for adding life to my day. Thank you for filling this moment with divine potential. I may not know what today holds, but I know that gratitude opens my eyes to see you in every corner of it. Gratitude changes how I carry myself. It turns my complaints into worship and my anxieties into prayers. So today, I choose to begin with thanksgiving, not as an afterthought, but as a posture of my heart. Thank you for this sacred beginning, this holy invitation to live under your grace, to walk in your light, to rest in your promises, and to move forward with a heart fully alive to your goodness. Thank you for this breath, this hour, this day. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up, not just from sleep, but to the wonder of being loved by you. Cleanse my thoughts, Lord. As the sun rises and light begins to fill the sky, let your light flood my mind. I surrender the clutter, the endless noise of worries, the echo of past mistakes, the shadows of fear that sometimes settle in before I even begin the day. I don't want to carry yesterday's heaviness into today. I don't want old lies to speak louder than your truth. So I come before you now, asking not just for a fresh start, but for a clean mind. Purify the way I think. Uproot the patterns of negativity, doubt, and self-condemnation that have quietly taken root. Replace them with the clarity of your word and the peace of your presence. Lord, so often my mind runs ahead of my spirit. I imagine worst-case scenarios. I rehearse conversations that haven't happened. I compare. I overthink. I fall into traps of scarcity, fear, and unworthiness. But you did not design me to live in mental torment. You did not give me the breath of life just so I could waste it on worry. So this morning, I ask you to guard my thoughts. Help me to think in alignment with your promises. Help me to catch every anxious thought and bring it captive under your authority. Let the first thoughts I have today not be of tasks, burdens, or fears, but of you. Fill my heart with light, God, with that deep, radiant light that only comes from knowing you are near. I need your peace, not as a distant concept, but as a living reality inside of me. I need your joy, not as something to chase, but as something that flows naturally when my mind is stayed on you. Let this be the day when I don't allow heaviness to reign over me. Let this be the day when your truth takes its rightful place in my mind, and everything else, every lie, every fear, every anxious voice is silenced. I know I cannot do this alone. I've tried. I've made lists, set goals, repeated affirmations, but none of them reach the root like you do. You see the thoughts before they form. You see the wound behind the worry. You know why certain memories linger, why certain patterns repeat. And only you, Lord, can heal the mind in a way that brings lasting peace. So I give you access to every corner of my mind this morning, even the ones I hide, even the ones I've labeled too broken or too complicated. You are not overwhelmed by the depth of my thoughts. You're not afraid of my inner world. You step into the chaos and bring calm. You walk into the fog and speak light. Let the worries of yesterday fade, Father. If I failed, let me learn and grow. If I hurt someone, give me the humility to make it right. If I lost time or peace, teach me how to redeem it through grace. But don't let me live today with a yesterday mindset. Don't let me drag old pain into new beginnings. Your mercies are new, not recycled, not reused, but new. And I want to live as if that's true. I want to think as if that's true. I want to move through this day with a mind that is grounded in grace, not guilt. And when negative thoughts try to return, help me to recognize them for what they are. Not truth, but temptation. Not clarity, but confusion. Not conviction, but condemnation. And in that moment, remind me that I am not alone. You are with me. You fight for me. You are the defender of my peace and the keeper of my mind. Help me to speak truth over myself, to whisper scripture into my fears, to turn worship music louder than worry, to meditate on your word until it becomes louder than the voice of doubt. Let your peace rise within me, not as a fragile feeling, but as a firm foundation. Let it be the starting point of every decision, every conversation, every response I give today. I don't want to be led by fear, distraction, or mood swings. I want to be led by your Spirit. Calm, steady, sure. Let peace be the guard around my mind and the compass within my soul. Lord, I long to live with a mind that reflects the mind of Christ. A mind that is disciplined, hopeful, humble, and full of life. A mind that sees the world through the lens of redemption. A mind that focuses more on blessings than burdens. A mind that imagines possibility rather than predicts failure. A mind that thinks on what is pure, lovely, noble, and worthy of praise. So here I am, Lord. Cleanse my thoughts, fill my heart with light. Let the worries of yesterday fade. Let your peace rise. And as I step into this day, may I carry the mind of Christ, not just as an idea, but as a living reality that transforms the way I see everything. This is my prayer. This is my surrender. And this is my hope, that in your presence, my thoughts are made whole. Lead me, Lord. As this day unfolds, I don't want to move forward based on my own understanding or lean on my own ideas of what should be. I ask you to go before me, to walk beside me, and to guide my every step with a wisdom and clarity that only comes from you. The world is loud. My schedule is full. The expectations, both spoken and unspoken, pull at me from all directions. But in the midst of it all, I choose to quiet myself before you and ask, not for control, but for your leading. Show me where to go today. Whether it's a physical place, a conversation, or a decision I need to make, let your spirit be the compass of my heart. Let my steps be marked by divine purpose, not empty motion. I don't want to chase after opportunities that are not from you. I don't want to force open doors you've never intended me to walk through. I want to be where you are, doing what you've called me to do, even if it looks different from what I expected. Help me to recognize your nudges throughout the day. A moment to pause and pray, a sudden burden to reach out to someone, a shift in my plans that feels inconvenient but is actually divine in disguise. I want to be so in tune with you, Lord, that I don't miss the sacred moments hidden in the ordinary, because I believe you speak not only through big signs, but through still whispers and quiet redirections. Teach me to follow. Lord, show me what to say today. There will be conversations that require more than just polite words. There will be people I encounter who need encouragement, truth, or grace. Maybe more than they even know. Help my words be seasoned with your love. Let them carry the weight of compassion and the light of truth. Keep me from speaking hastily, from reacting in anger, or from using language that tears down instead of builds up. Give me the wisdom to know when to speak and when to stay silent. Let my voice be a reflection of your heart. Teach me how to love today, not just in the easy moments, but in the hard ones. Not just the people who are kind to me, but also the ones who challenge me. Help me to see others as you see them, not through the lens of my own impatience or pride, but through the lens of mercy and grace. Give me a love that listens, a love that slows down, a love that remembers each person I meet as someone you created, someone you long to reach, someone you already love deeply. Let every step I take be in your will. I surrender my desire to be efficient, admired, or in control. I lay down my agendas, my deadlines, my need to perform. I ask instead for a heart that is sensitive to your Spirit's leading. Interrupt me if you must. Slow me down if I'm rushing past what matters. Redirect me if I've drifted from the path you've laid. I trust that your will is not always easy, but it is always good. And even when I don't understand it fully, I want to walk in it fully, because I know that obedience is where peace lives. I confess, Lord, that sometimes I confuse your silence with absence. Sometimes I think that if I don't feel a clear sign, it means you've left me to figure it out on my own. But I'm learning that you don't always lead with lightning bolts or burning bushes. Often, you lead with peace, with small, quiet confirmations, with a gentle tug in the right direction. So help me not to rush your voice. Help me to wait on you, to trust in the leading that comes not from pressure, but from peace. I ask for eyes that notice divine appointments, even if they're dressed in inconvenience. I ask for ears that hear beyond the words people speak, that pick up on what their hearts are truly saying. I ask for a spirit that is willing to be used, even if it means being stretched. I want to be available to you, Lord, not just in theory, but in real, tangible ways. Lead me into moments that glorify you. Guide me into spaces where healing can begin. Walk me into conversations that bring life, not just noise. At the end of this day, I don't want to look back and wonder if I missed you. I want to know with quiet confidence that I walked where you wanted me to walk, that I said what you placed on my tongue, that I loved as you love, that I responded with grace, that I forgave freely, that I lived with open hands and an open heart. So lead me, Lord. Take my plans and refine them. Take my fears and quiet them. Take my steps and anoint them. Let this day not be about striving or proving or pleasing, but about following you, moment by moment, breath by breath. Let your will unfold through me, in me, and around me. And may the path I walk today leave traces of your presence, so that when others look at my life, they see not my effort, but your grace at work. I lay my goals, my dreams, and my schedule at your feet, Lord. As I begin this day, I recognize how often I try to hold everything together with my own hands. I plan, I strive, I organize, I chase, and still things fall apart or slip through my fingers. But today, I release control. Not because I'm giving up, but because I'm giving into something greater than myself. I surrender, not in defeat, but in faith, trusting that your plans for me are not only higher, but holier than mine. Every task on my list, every hope I carry, every outcome I long for, I place them into your hands. I know you see the full picture, the eternal one, not just the urgent details I fixate on. You see the unseen roadblocks. You see the blessings that are not yet visible. You see the timing that I can't yet comprehend. And while I want to move forward with clarity and confidence, I choose instead to move forward with trust, believing that even when things don't go according to my plan, they never escape yours. There's a part of me, Lord, that struggles with surrender. I admit it. I like the feeling of progress, of having a plan, of seeing results. I like knowing what's next. But when I hold on too tightly to my own expectations, I leave little room for the beauty of divine interruption. So today, I step back. I make space. I loosen my grip, and I let you write the story. Not with my edits, but with your wisdom. If something I've planned today isn't meant to happen, give me peace in the change. If a door I've been knocking on doesn't open, help me see the purpose in the delay. If someone I counted on lets me down, remind me that my foundation is not in people, but in you. Let my heart remain steady, not because everything is predictable, but because I trust the one who governs all things. I surrender my need for everything to be perfect, my need to prove myself, my need to get it all right. My worth does not depend on how productive I am today. My identity is not tied to how many tasks I check off or how many people praise me. I am yours. Before I do anything, accomplish anything, or achieve anything. And that is enough. You know my dreams, Lord, the ones I whisper in prayer, the ones I keep hidden because they feel too big, too fragile, or too far away. You know the desires that burn in my heart and the fears that threaten to smother them. You know the hopes I've carried for years, some fulfilled, some still waiting. Today, I bring them all to you, not asking you to grant them like a wish list, but offering them as seeds. Plant them where they belong. Water what is in your will. Prune what is not. And help me to be content with your pace, your process, and your purpose. If you say yes, I will thank you. If you say, not yet, I will wait in faith. If you say, no, I will believe that you are protecting me from something I can't yet see. Because I trust that you are not just the giver of dreams, but the shaper of hearts. You care more about who I'm becoming in you than about what I achieve for you. So shape me, Lord. Mold me. Align my heart with yours, so that even my dreams are purified by your presence. I give you my schedule. Every hour, every appointment, every interaction. Let me not rush through this day so focused on what's next that I miss what is now. Help me to be present, to be patient, to be aware of the holy moments woven into my daily routine. Let this not be a day defined by busyness, but by purpose. Let it be a day filled not with pressure, but with peace, the kind that comes from knowing I'm walking in step with you. Protect me from distractions disguised as urgency. Protect me from self-imposed pressure. Teach me to say yes to what matters and no to what drains. Let my calendar not be a source of stress, but a space where grace flows freely. Remind me that the most important things I do today may not be seen by anyone, but they are seen by you. Let my plans be flexible, my heart be open, and my spirit be teachable. If you redirect me, I will follow. If you ask me to pause, I will wait. If you call me to act, I will move in obedience, not fear. I don't need to know everything, I just need to know you are with me. So here I am, Lord, with dreams in my heart, plans in my mind, and time in my hands. I offer them all to you. Let this be a day not driven by my agenda, but led by your Spirit. A day where I find joy, not in how much I accomplish, but in how deeply I trust. A day where grace defines every hour and peace reigns over every moment. A day that is not mine to control, but yours to guide, fully, freely, and faithfully. Grant me strength to do what is right, Lord, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Give me the kind of strength that doesn't come from willpower, but from your Spirit within me. The strength to speak truth in love, the strength to stand for what's good even when I stand alone, the strength to walk away from what is wrong, even when it tempts me with comfort, approval, or false peace. I know that doing what is right doesn't always feel rewarding in the moment. Sometimes it costs me something. Sometimes it breaks my pride or forces me into places of humility. But still, I want to choose it, because I want to be shaped by righteousness, not convenience. Give me strength, Lord, to love when I'm tired, to serve when I feel unseen, and to forgive when it would be easier to turn away. Fill me with a quiet endurance that doesn't need applause to keep going. Let my strength be rooted not in how I feel, but in who you are. Let it be steady, not loud, gentle, not fragile. I don't need to look powerful to be strong. I only need to be faithful. Because true strength isn't about pushing through in my own ability. It's about depending on you every step of the way, drawing from a well that never runs dry. Fill me with wisdom to make good choices today. Not just big, obvious decisions, but the small ones that build character. The daily ones that no one sees. The attitude I choose when I wake up. The way I respond when I'm interrupted. The words I speak when I'm misunderstood. The thoughts I dwell on when no one is watching. These are the choices that shape my soul. These are the crossroads where I either lean into truth or drift into compromise. I don't want to live by impulse, assumption, or emotion. I want to live with intention, guided by your wisdom. Let your wisdom speak louder than my opinions, my habits, or the voices around me. Quiet the noise of distraction and the pull of comparison. Help me to pause before I react. Help me to reflect before I respond. Give me clarity when the lines feel blurred. Give me insight when things feel complicated. I know that wisdom isn't always about knowing the answers. It's about knowing how to wait, how to listen, and how to stay close to your heart. I ask you to protect me from decisions that feel right in the moment but lead to regret. Guard me from selfish motives dressed up as noble intentions. Help me see clearly where my pride hides. Help me discern where my fear tries to disguise itself as caution. Wisdom isn't always popular, Lord, but it is precious. It's not always fast, but it is faithful. And it always begins with reverence for you. So today, I choose to fear you, not in terror, but in awe. I choose to honor your ways above mine, your thoughts above mine, your time above mine. Empower me to reflect your love, not just in moments of worship, but in every encounter I have today. Let my strength and wisdom be wrapped in kindness. Let my convictions be coated in grace. Let my actions point not to my goodness, but to yours. When people meet me today, let them feel heard. Let them feel respected. Let them feel a glimpse of the compassion you constantly show to me. Not because I try to be perfect, but because I'm learning to abide in you. Let my life today be a reflection of quiet strength and divine wisdom, a balance the world rarely understands, but deeply needs. A strength that walks in peace, not panic. A wisdom that seeks to build, not win. A posture of surrender that looks like trust, not weakness. I may not know what challenges this day will bring. I may not see every test coming, but I know you are already in every moment. You are the source of everything I need, and I trust that what I lack in myself, you will supply in full. So I don't ask for an easy day, Lord. I ask for a faithful heart, a steady spirit, a clear mind. I ask to walk closely with you, strong enough to say no when I must, wise enough to say yes when I should, and humble enough to say, I don't know, when I need to listen more than I speak. This is the kind of strength I want, the kind of wisdom I seek. Not for applause, but for obedience. Not for the spotlight, but for the quiet confidence that I'm walking in step with you. And at the end of this day, may I look back, not with pride in my own strength or intellect, but with gratitude for your presence that carried me through. Your strength is made perfect in my weakness. Your wisdom is a lamp to my feet, and as long as I walk in you, I will have everything I need to live this day well. Surround me and my loved ones with your divine protection, Lord. As I step into this day, I acknowledge how little control I truly have over what may come. I cannot foresee every circumstance. I cannot anticipate every challenge. I cannot prevent every storm. But I know the one who sees all, who knows all, and who covers me with a shield that never fails. And so I ask you now, watch over me, go before me, behind me, and beside me. Place a hedge of heavenly safety around my mind, my body, my spirit, and every person I hold dear. I pray for protection that is deeper than the physical. Yes, Lord, keep me safe on the road. Protect me from accidents, sickness, or harm, but also protect me from the subtle dangers that invade the heart. Guard me from discouragement, from doubt, from fear that sneaks in quietly and slowly steals my joy. Protect me from bitterness that grows from unresolved pain, from pride that masks itself as strength, from temptation that looks like comfort. These are the battles that no one sees. But you do, and you are more than able to defend me in every one of them. Let your peace guard my heart, no matter what I face. Not a peace that depends on circumstances going my way, but a peace that holds firm even when they don't. The kind of peace that doesn't break under pressure. The kind of peace that doesn't flee when bad news arrives. A peace that stands like a lighthouse in the storm, not because the waves aren't real, but because the foundation is unshakable. That's the kind of peace I long for, Lord. The kind that comes only from trusting you with what I can't control. I ask you to cover my family with that same peace. Surround their hearts with assurance that you are near. Wrap their minds in confidence that they are loved, seen, and cared for by the God who created them. Whether they are walking with you closely or wandering in confusion, I place them into your care. I trust that you are pursuing them with relentless grace. I trust that your protection is not limited by distance, time, or understanding. You see the places I cannot go. You know the thoughts I cannot read. You're already present in their moments, guiding, convicting, comforting, and covering. Lord, protect me from being led by fear. In a world that constantly tells me to be afraid of failure, of people, of the unknown, I choose instead to anchor myself in faith. I believe that you are my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Let that truth sink deep into the core of my being so that no matter what comes, I remain rooted in your presence. Fear may knock on my door today, but it doesn't get to live in my house. Doubt may try to rise, but it won't have the final word. Because you are here, and where you are, peace stays. I also pray for emotional protection, Lord. Keep me from absorbing the chaos of the world. Teach me to be informed but not consumed, aware but not anxious, compassionate but not crushed. Help me set healthy boundaries around what I let into my mind and heart today. If there's anything that threatens to steal my peace, help me to recognize it, release it, and return to you quickly. You are my filter, my guide, and my safe place. Shield my thoughts, Lord, from lies and negativity. Let your truth be the lens through which I see this day. Remind me that I am not alone. I am not forgotten. I am not helpless. I am deeply loved, eternally secured, and constantly protected. Not because of who I am, but because of who you are. And if this day brings unexpected challenges, if news arrives that shakes me, if things don't go as planned, if hurt finds its way into my heart, let me run straight to you. Let my first response be to seek your face, not to spiral in fear. Let my heart instinctively turn to prayer, not panic. Let my soul remember that peace isn't the absence of trouble, it's the presence of God in the middle of it. I also lift up those around me who are hurting, afraid, or exposed. Be their protector too, Lord. Cover the brokenhearted. Guard the weary. Defend the vulnerable. Be a strong tower to those who feel weak. Send angels to stand watch. Let your spirit comfort like only you can. Use me, if you will, to be a carrier of that peace, to speak life, to offer grace, to extend your presence wherever I go. Today, I walk forward not with fear in my chest, but with peace in my heart, not with the illusion of control, but with the assurance of protection, not with the burden of anxiety, but with the covering of divine love. Because I am yours, and because I am yours, I am safe, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, eternally. I trust that whatever comes, I do not face it alone. Your hand is upon me. Your grace surrounds me. Your spirit goes with me. So, Lord, as I move through this day, let every step be marked by confidence, not in myself, but in you. I won't fear the unknown, because I am known by the one who holds the future. I won't be overwhelmed by the weight of the world, because I am carried by the one who overcame it. I am protected, I am at peace, and I am walking under the shelter of your wings. Every word I speak, every task I do, every moment I live, may it all be worship unto you, Lord. Today, I offer this entire day as an offering, not just the prayers I say aloud or the quiet moments of devotion, but every action, every thought, every breath. I don't want to separate the sacred from the ordinary. I believe that all of it, all the minutes and movements of my day, can become holy if they are surrendered to you. I want to live with a heart that treats everything as worship, not just the obvious spiritual moments, but the hidden ones too. Let my work today, whether noticed or unseen, be an act of worship. When I show up with integrity, when I do what is right even when it's hard, when I give my best without expecting praise, let those be offerings at your feet. I may not be preaching a sermon or leading a song, but if I'm loving well, serving humbly, staying honest, and honoring you in how I carry myself, then I believe I'm worshiping in the truest sense. You're not looking for perfection. You're looking for surrender, and I want to give you all of me, flawed, fragile, but fully yours. Let the way I speak today be filled with grace. Let my words bring peace, not pressure. Let them lift burdens, not add to them. Help me be mindful of tone, timing, and truth. May my conversations reflect your gentleness. May my corrections be rooted in love. May my silence, when needed, be a space for your spirit to speak. I know that even my speech can bring you glory when it's led by humility and shaped by your wisdom. Let the mundane tasks of my day be transformed into moments of connection with you. Whether I'm answering emails, folding laundry, sitting in traffic, or preparing a meal, let me be present with you in it. Teach me to see every moment as a place where heaven meets earth, where you are near and where I can commune with you, even in silence. Let me not rush through my day trying to get to the important things, but help me to see that the way I live each moment is what makes my life a testimony. Help me to remember that what I do matters, but why I do it matters even more. Am I doing it for recognition or out of obedience? Am I doing it to please others or to honor you? When my motives start to drift, gently pull me back. Remind me that I'm not here to build my name, but to magnify yours. I'm not living for applause or approval. I'm living for an audience of one. Even in rest, let it be worship. When I pause, when I breathe deeply, when I step away from productivity, let those be holy moments too. You've created me not just to work, but to rest in you, to be still and know. Help me not to idolize busyness, to believe that my value is found in doing. Let me receive your invitation to rest without guilt, knowing that in quietness and trust, I find strength. Lord, I offer you my time. Help me to steward it well, not in fear of wasting it, but in faith that you can multiply it when it's surrendered. Teach me to value moments with people, to be fully present, to see interruptions not as burdens, but as divine appointments. Let my schedule bend to your will, and let my heart be flexible enough to follow. Let my reactions today reflect that I've been with you. In the frustrating moments, help me respond with patience. In the disappointing ones, with hope. In the joyful ones, with gratitude. Let my life sing a silent song of praise, not just in the highs, but in the lows. Because worship isn't dependent on mood, it's anchored in truth. And the truth is, you are worthy, always. Use my hands today, Lord. Let them be instruments of kindness. Let them carry out acts of service, no matter how small. Let them hold others with tenderness, extend help with willingness, and work with honesty. May even the motion of my hands testify to your goodness. Use my eyes to see what you see, the person who feels invisible, the opportunity to bless someone, the beauty in creation that reminds me you are near. Let me not be so focused on my to-do list that I miss the gentle reminders of your love sprinkled throughout my day. Use my heart to feel deeply, to love generously, and to forgive quickly. Soften it where it's grown hard. Heal it where it's been wounded. Stretch it where it's been too guarded. Let it beat in rhythm with yours, open to the leading of your spirit and quick to respond to the needs of others. And when the day comes to a close, I want to look back not with pride, but with peace. Not because I checked everything off my list, but because I lived it with intention, because I offered it to you, because I chose to turn the ordinary into something sacred simply by inviting you into it. This is my worship, Lord. Not just a song, not just a prayer, but a life laid down, moment by moment, day by day. Every word I speak, every task I do, every breath I take, let it all rise like incense, pleasing and pure in the presence of a God who is worthy of it all. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. These words are not just a verse I recite. They are a declaration I choose to live by. Today is not just another day on the calendar. It is a sacred opportunity wrapped in sunlight, a divine invitation to rejoice, not because everything is perfect, but because God is present. I may wake up to problems that haven't changed, situations that are still unresolved, or emotions that feel heavier than I hoped. But even so, I declare that I will rejoice. Not because of what surrounds me, but because of the one who is within me. Joy isn't always loud. It doesn't always come with dancing or laughter. Sometimes joy is quiet resilience. Sometimes it's a decision made in the stillness of my soul. To trust, to give thanks, to believe in God's goodness even when life feels uncertain. Joy is not the absence of trials. It's the presence of Christ in the midst of them. So today, I choose joy, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a settled posture of the heart. A joy rooted in truth, a joy grounded in grace, a joy that declares God is still good and I'm still His. I will rejoice because I'm alive, because I have breath in my lungs and a beating heart, because there are new mercies waiting for me in this sunrise, because no matter what happened yesterday, today is a new canvas, and God's love is painting something beautiful on it. I will rejoice because I am forgiven, because I am covered in mercy, because I don't have to earn God's love or prove my worth. His grace is already enough. His presence is already with me. That alone is reason to be glad. I will be glad in this day, not because everything will go my way, but because I know God is with me in every way. He walks with me through uncertainty. He gives strength for the tasks ahead. He provides wisdom when I ask. He opens doors I never expected and closes the ones that would have harmed me. I don't have to manipulate outcomes or predict the future. I simply have to walk in faith and trust that each step I take is held in His hands. This is the day the Lord has made, not me. That means I'm not the creator of my own purpose. I don't have to figure it all out or carry the pressure of making every moment meaningful. God made this day with intention. He designed it with purpose. He filled it with opportunities for growth, moments of grace, and places where His love will meet me in unexpected ways. My job is not to control the day. It's to rejoice in it, to be awake to its beauty, to be present in its unfolding. There may be burdens I carry today, and some of them may feel too heavy to bear, but I will not let them steal my joy. I will not let worry write the narrative of this day. I will not allow fear to determine the tone of my heart. I will rejoice not because everything is easy, but because God is faithful. Even if the answers don't come, the healing doesn't happen yet, or the breakthrough seems far away, I will rejoice. Because even in waiting, God is working. Even in silence, He is near. Even in the unknown, His promises are still true. I walk forward today with hope, faith, and joy, not because I have all the answers, but because I know the one who does. Hope reminds me that no matter how dark things may look, the light is coming. Faith anchors me in the truth that God is who He says He is. And joy gives me strength for the journey, lifting my eyes above the temporary and fixing them on the eternal. I don't want to miss the beauty of this day by chasing what isn't meant for me. I don't want to waste energy on things that steal my peace. I want to be fully alive in this moment, grateful for the breath I have, open to the lessons this day will bring, and grounded in the truth that I am never alone. This day may not be perfect, but it is purposeful. It may not be predictable, but it is filled with possibility. And because of that, I will rejoice. So whether this day brings challenge or celebration, clarity or questions, I will carry joy with me. I will choose to smile even when the circumstances tell me not to. I will choose to speak life even when my heart feels heavy. I will choose to move forward even when my steps feel slow. Because the joy of the Lord is not dependent on my situation, it is my strength. It is the unshakable foundation beneath my feet when the ground feels uncertain. Lord, help me to rejoice today. Help me to see the small miracles, to notice the quiet blessings, to receive the grace that is all around me. Let joy be my testimony. Let joy be my resistance to despair. Let joy be my song in the silence. This is your day, Lord. You made it. You are in it, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Let that be the rhythm of my soul and the echo of every breath I take. Thank you, Lord, for this new day of grace. I do not take it lightly that I have opened my eyes to see this morning, to breathe again, to move and speak and live within the sacred rhythm of your mercy. This day is not guaranteed by human strength, not owed to me by time, not promised by the world. It is a divine gift, hand-delivered by your loving kindness. And so, before I do anything else, I pause to thank you. I thank you for the light that pushes back the darkness. I thank you for the quiet invitation to begin again. I thank you for the grace that doesn't wait for me to be perfect, but meets me exactly where I am. There are so many things I don't know about today, what will happen, who I will meet, what challenges may arise. But there is one thing I know with absolute certainty. You are already in it. You go before me. You stand behind me. You walk beside me, and you dwell within me. I trust you with all that this day holds because you hold it completely. I trust you not because I understand everything, but because you are faithful through everything. Even when I cannot see the full picture, I believe that your hand is steady. Even when I feel uncertain, I know your love never shifts. You are good, Lord, not just when life is good, but always. Your goodness is not dependent on my comfort or success. Your goodness is who you are. It flows through the very nature of your being and touches everything you do. And so, as I face the hours ahead, I anchor myself in the truth that you are not distant, not indifferent, not delayed. You are actively working, actively loving, actively pouring grace into every moment I am about to walk through. I choose to trust you with the details of my schedule, my responsibilities, my relationships. I place them in your hands. The missed calls, the to-do lists, the people who need my attention, the emotions I may not yet understand. I release the pressure to carry it all perfectly, and instead lean into the peace of knowing you carry me. I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to be strong enough for every situation, because you are my strength. You are my wisdom. You are my peace. When my thoughts begin to drift toward worry or control, gently pull me back. Whisper to my soul that I am not the author of this day. You are. Remind me that I can breathe deeply, walk slowly, love freely, and live intentionally, all because I am grounded in your grace. Let my trust be active, not passive. Let it be seen in the way I respond, with calmness instead of chaos, with hope instead of fear, with grace instead of striving. I thank you for the people in my life, for those I love, for those I struggle to love, for those who walk with me in faith, and even for those who challenge me to lean harder into you. I trust you with each one. I trust you to work in their hearts. I trust you to be present in every conversation I have today. Let my words be led by compassion, not defensiveness. Let my actions be marked by patience, not pride. Let my presence carry peace, not pressure. Let me be a vessel through which others can experience the overflow of your goodness. And Lord, in the quiet moments today, when I sit alone, when I pause between tasks, when the world slows down just enough to hear my own thoughts, Remind me that you are near. Let me not miss those holy pauses. Let me be aware of your whisper, attentive to your presence, and responsive to your call. Help me not to rush past the sacred in search of the impressive. Let my soul be still enough to see the miracles you are already placing in front of me. If this day brings joy, I will celebrate with gratitude. If this day brings challenge, I will endure with faith. If this day brings pain, I will cling to your comfort. If this day brings opportunity, I will step forward in courage. Whatever this day brings, I know it is covered in grace. I know it is surrounded by mercy. I know it is filled with moments to encounter you, if I only have the eyes to see and the heart to receive. So thank you, Lord, for this new day of grace, for another sunrise filled with possibility, for the breath in my lungs and the hope in my soul, for the steady assurance that no matter what happens, I do not face it alone. You are my refuge, my strength, my song. You are the light that goes before me and the peace that holds me together. I trust you not just in theory, but in this very moment. I place my heart, my time, my circumstances, and my story into your capable hands. You are good, and your love never fails. That is the truth I will carry with me through every moment of this day.